There are several rules designed to protect from knee injuries. The first is the knee bend, the weight of the foot knee bend does not go over the toe. You can even with the toe, but don't go over the toe. You can experiment yourself and you can find the difference in the stress on the knee. The second rule is you don't want to have any kind of twist in the knee or a torque force in the knee. In other words, you want this leg aligned all the time. You don't want twist. Now you have a twist in the knee or a torque in the knee. The knee is not designed for twisting. It's for forward, up, forward, backwards, but not for twisting. So that will be a weak point in the knee and you shouldn't do it. So you want to keep alignment here. Several examples, let's see. One is, say you want to sweep opponent's foot under his leg, under his body. So this kind of sweep motion. You see, I keep this side aligned, not moving actually, stable. If your body go with this foot, turn like this, you have a twist in the knee and a torque in the knee. And you can feel the stress in the knee. In addition, if you want to get the maximum power for that sweep, you have to keep this stable, not moving. Then you have the maximum power. Again, you can try that. If your body go with it, you lost most of the power. So these things are not just purely to protect the knee. It is also considering to the best way of doing martial art applications. Now, the other example is, like you take down the opponent like this. Most people left the foot back here. What you should do is what we call, it's constantly a very important rule actually. Hand follow the foot, elbow follow the knee. That is to maintain a unity on this side of the body. So when we take the move, we do like this. Hand follow the foot, elbow follow the knee. The whole half body. It is much more powerful than doing this because you left that part behind, so you're fighting yourself. While here, your whole body is involved in this takedown move. And you can see when you do this, there is a twist in the knee. The third one is you have to learn to turn at the waist, not moving the hip. For example, if opponent coming at you, you want to neutralize opponent's force. So you want to do this. Keep the pelvis stable and turning here. It is, you don't want to come in and do this. Turn the hip. You see, when you turn the hip, twist in the knee, also your body is not stable. The structure is not stable. One push, you could be falling. It's not at a stable position. So when you do this, you turn at the waist. It's much more powerful turn, and your body is stable, and you are not injuring the knee. So if you turn your hip, your knee is in twisting position. So all these is the example of for preventing you develop twist in the knee or the torque force in the knee. The third consideration is the position of the feet. Most time, we're using parallel feet. I know a lot of people using this kind of posture. We're using the parallel feet. You see, the reason is, during martial art application, if you are doing this and you deliver force out. Now, in other video, I have talked repeatedly about this. When you deliver a force out, the equal and opposite force come to your body, transmit, and it should be absorbed by the ground. But when you twist like this, your hip joints are not seated well, because all your knee joints are not seated well, because all your joints is designed for forward and back, which is seated perfectly. Once you do this, the seating of these joints are not perfect, and now you are depending more of your tendon ligament to maintain the stability of the joints. So that means when the power comes, drain down to the foot, some were lost in the hip joint and the knee joint. The power comes. When the power lost in these joints absorbed by the ligament tendons, you did a little damage to it. So if your delivery like this comes straight through the joints going down, minimum damage in the ligament and tendon. The more you turn, the more the damage in the ligament and tendon in the hip joint, as well as the knee joint. This is the same as the argument if your back is curving back or your body is straightened up and not a straight line down to the ground. You straighten your body. So now the incoming force will absorb in the lower back and hurts the lower back. It's the same situation because your bone structure is not aligned well. Then the tendon and ligament in the back is the disc. They're going to absorb some of the power. Now, if your feet are not parallel like this, and you are defending an opponent attacking you, so you want to neutralize the attacking force. Yes, you can neutralize it well on this side, but you are constrained on this side. So you have a weak side because you can't neutralize it well on this side. You have weak side, you have a strong side. You know what the opponent going to come at you on your weak side. You never want to show your limitations to the opponent. While if you are parallel feet, when the force come in at you, you neutralize either way equally efficient and powerful. Also, when the 2 feet are not parallel, it kind of retards your movement. You're not as mobile as the parallel feet. For example, if you want to take like this, you want to take a step forward, you have to turn your foot in like this. Now, if opponent is observing this, they could block your foot right here and push you. You'll be gone. While if the feet is parallel, your thread needle can go forward very quickly rather than something like this. Or it restricts your ability to taking a step back. If like this, you are taking a step back, you can imagine you presented the opponent with this kind of joint, it'll need you and break your leg. So while the 2 feet are parallel, you can go back 1 step smoothly to neutralize opponent's force. The injury in the knee is very slow to heal, difficult to heal. So it's kind of accumulative. So when you are young, you may get away with doing things violate these rules for a while, but eventually it's going to catch up on you.